Good day, guys. Today we want to see how to integrate even powers of trigonometric functions, and we'll be focusing more on the power 4 for mathematics basics. So generally, when I'm integrating powers of trigonometric functions, I classify my trigonometric functions into two families. I just call it family number 1 and family number 2. So the two families will depend on how am I breaking down the power of the trigonometric function to the lower power. So family number 1 is the family of sine and cos, and family number 2 is the family of tan and cot. So if I'm dealing with the power 4, for the first family for sine and cos, this is how I break it down. Then if I move to the next family of tan and cot, the same thing, I break it down like this. So since our target for now is sine and cos, means we are focusing on this side. So let's work out how to do this. So I'm integrating sine to the power 4 of 3x over 5. So the first step will be to write sine square. I will capture the angle as 3 over 5x. It's preferable to put it like this so that when you are running from your formula sheet, you know what will take the place of a in your formula. Then I put my square. So you see what I put here matches what is here. So this is our very first step. Then after this, we need to go to the formula sheet for math N6 and look for the right formula for sine square. So those formulas are on page number 1. The first formula there for sine square, there are two formulas actually. The first formula that involves sine square is this identity, sine square plus cos square is equal to 1. So it's either you can go there and make sine square the subject. The other one is formula number 7 on page 1 of the math N6 formula sheet, which is written like this. So between these two formulas, one of them is the one that is going to help us solve the problem, and it is the duty of the student to pick the right one. So I will always say to know the right formula for this, because not all of them will help you. You must go and consult with the original power. If the original power of your trig function is an even number, then you must use the second one. So I always tell students to know that this one is for a formula for even powers only. But if the original power was an odd number, like a 3 or a 5, then I'll go to the first one and make sine square or cos square the subject. So this formula here is for odd powers. So guys, when we are integrating powers of trig functions, we must always know the right formula for sine square or for cos square. So with this, I can now bring down write down the formula for sine square. So my formula for sine square means I'll take a half minus a half. So I get my half minus a half. Then cos 2a. So you see why I prefer writing 3x over 5 plus 3 over 5x, because comparing it to this formula, your a is supposed to be 3 over 5. Therefore, 2a will mean I will take 2 times 3 over 5. That will give me 6 over 5x. Then I put a square on that. Then I put my dx. So that's how I get to the right formula for sine square. Then after that, the next target is to take care of this square, so I need to expand. So with my expansion, this is another thing that an N6 student must be familiar with. Expanding a minus b all that square, or a plus b all that square. So the fastest way of doing it, it's not by using the FOIL method where you keep on multiplying. You just need to take a, you square it, it will give you a square. If you take minus b and square it, it will give you positive b square. Each time you square a negative number, it becomes positive. Then the middle item, you simply take the power 2 times a times minus b. So guys, make sure that for you to use this technique, confirm that you've got 2 terms there and the power is 2. So when you do that expansion, you must create 3 terms. So I can expand this without struggling. All I need to do is I take 1 over 2, I square it. It's going to give me 1 over 4. Then for the middle item, I will take the power 2 times a half. That will give me 1. 1 times negative a half cos 6 over 5 will be negative a half. Negative a half cos 6 over 5x. Then now if I square negative a half, each time I square a negative number, it becomes positive. The square of a half becomes 1 over 4. Then the square of cos will give me cos square 6 over 5x. So this is my expansion. So this is how I expect N6 students to handle this kind of problems. Then the final part now should be your answer. So you see, I just need 4 steps and I'm done. So I have to integrate the first term, the second term, the third term. So the first term is a constant. If I integrate 1 over 4, I'll get 1 over 4x. Then with integration as well as differentiation, we don't differentiate the constant when you see the variable. So if I go to this, I'll just copy my 1 over 2 the way it is. Then I integrate cos 6 over 5x. So to integrate cos, I just go to page 2 of my formula sheet. If you're looking at page 2 of the formula sheet, it tells us that the integral of cos ax, the integral of cos ax dx for math N6 is simply sine ax over a. So all you need to do is go through that formula, which is on page 2 of the math N6 formula sheet. You replace your a by 6 over 5. So I will write in sine 6 over 5x divided by 6 over 5. Then the last part, I'm integrating cos square. So this is 1 over 4. I don't integrate 1 over 4 when I'm saying cos square that has a variable. Then I integrate my cos square. Then I'll be done. So to integrate cos square, we go to page number 3 of our formula sheet from math N6. Look at page number 3, the last 3 formulas. You see that when you are faced with integrating cos square ax dx, the formula sheet states your answer should be x over 2 plus sine 2ax over 4a. So that is your formula for integrating cos square. So you simply go to that formula, you replace a by 6 over 5 on the other side. So that means here I'll get my x over 2 followed by a positive sign as you see in the formula. Then I get this fraction where I'll have the sign of 2 times a, that means 2 times 6 over 5. That gives me 12 over 5x. Then I divide by 4a, that means I take 4 times 6 over 5. That will give me 24 over 5. So guys, you see, that's how simple it is to integrate sine to the power 4 over 5x. So if you have energy to be opening bracket, it's okay, but as an N6 student, there is no need for that. The most important thing is to show us the integration technique. So we are going to try the same thing for cos to the power 4. As I've told you, sine and cos belong to the same family, so the way we approach their problems is the same way. So I guess with this one will be a little bit faster, because when I'm breaking the power 4, I break it the same way. I have cos square 3x, all this square dx, that's step number 1. Then I look for the formula for cos square. Again, when you're looking for the formula for cos square on page 1, there are 2 options. It's either number 1 or number 8. Formula number 8 resembles formula number 7 there. The formula for cos square number 8 is cos square is equal to 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 cos 2a. So as I said before, for you to get the right formula for this, you have to check the original power. If it is even, you go to formula number 8h1. But if it is odd, like a 3 or a 5, I was going to use that one. So that's why this is for odd powers only. Why this one and that one are for even powers of sine and cos. So here, I'll be looking at this, then I write my formula for cos square. So cos square will be a half plus a half cos 2a. In the place of a, I'm saying 3. So 2a will be 2 times 3. That will give me 6x. Then I put a square on that dx. Then from here, I go on and do my expansion, just like I did here. So it's the same expansion, but this time with a positive sign. So I'll just square my a, I get a squared, I square the b, I get b squared. Then in the middle, I take 2 times a times b, I'll get my 2ab. So it's the same procedure. So I get the integral of a half square is 1/4 plus, then the middle term, I will take the power of 2 times a half, which is 1 times a half cos, that will give me a half cos 6x, then plus, I then square a half cos 6x, that will give me 1/4 cos square 6x. So that is it, dx. So from here, just like in the first problem, I'm writing my final answer. Because I've got 3 terms, the first one is a constant. When I integrate the constant, I get my 1/4x, followed by a half. I don't integrate the constant when I see the variable. When I integrate sine and cos, it's the same idea that I showed here. The integral of cos is on page 2. It will be sine ax over a. Here our a is 6. So I'll be having sine 6x over 6. Then finally, the integral of cos squared. We've seen it before. When we're integrating cos squared, we use the formula on page number 3. So I'll get my 1/4 there in bracket. If I use the same formula I used there to integrate cos squared, it will tell me I must write x over 2, then plus sine 2a. Now your a is 6, so sine 2 times 6 becomes a 12x. Then I'm going to divide by 4a. If you're looking at your formula on page 4, that 4 means 4 times 6. That will give us 24, then plus. So guys, that's how simple it is to integrate sine to the power 4 and cos to the power 4. So thank you very much.